Now 2 more American communities are feeling the same grief and anger that Pittsburghers have felt seeing their city become a venue for violence.
And the death toll is still rising from the shootings over the weekend. 2 more victims in El Paso, Texas, died at the hospital today. In all, 22 people were killed in a Walmart store. The suspect, a man who wrote a manifesto against immigrants before the shooting. And in Dayton, we've learned the suspected gunman had been suspended from school for compiling a hit list and a rape list. We'll have more about the local victim in that shooting in just a few minutes. But we begin with Andy Sheehan, who's been talking to Pittsburgh Public Safety about their response to the shootings. Andy.
Well, Christine, extra precautions are being taken tonight around the city and across the region in the wake of these mass shootings, which have stirred recent memories of the Tree of Life massacre. Back-to-back mass shootings have cast a pall over the country. Trauma in Texas and Ohio, reigniting trauma back here.
It just brings it all back home. I mean, it's just living October 27th again.
The Tree of Life massacre is always close to the surface. For Mayor Peduto, there is a personal connection, a long-standing friendship with Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley.
Never would think that we would end up in the same club, the caucus that nobody wants to be a member of, but it's the reality of today.
We're at 250 mass shootings for this year, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's not going to be if it occurs, it's going to be when it occurs. So, and we're doing everything that we can to be prepared for that.
Public Safety Director Wendell Hisrich says steps are being taken to increase and improve security around mass gatherings and retail outlets in the wake of El Paso and Dayton.
There's no specific threats, but we are in constant contact with the FBI, Homeland Security. We have a very good intelligence unit within the city.
While Peduto laid the blame for the shooting squarely at the feet of the country's gun laws.
We know that all countries have video games. We know all countries have mental illness, but we seem to be the only country on earth that simply can't stop a public health epidemic.
The city faces court challenges for seeking restrictions on assault-style weapons, high-capacity magazines, and armor-piercing bullets. But today, President Trump endorsed the red flag provisions in the Pittsburgh legislation, allowing the temporary seizure of guns from people determined to doing harm to themselves or others.
We must make sure that those judged to pose a grave risk to public safety do not have access to firearms.
Hopefully this continues, and the more we talk about it, the more that people are able to engage their Congress members and their senators that this is the right thing to do.
Now, in addition to guns and mental illness, attention is being paid to white supremacy and the dark web. These sites where these alleged mass murderers have communicated with each other and they've posted their hate-filled manifestos. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I'll take a look at these dark web sites. For now, reporting live downtown, Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.